making barbecue chicken pizza with a cauliflower crust. I have 1 egg, teaspoon of Italian seasoning, about a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, about 1/8 of a teaspoon of pepper. I sprinkled in also some garlic to taste. It's about 1/2 teaspoon maybe. I blended up and realized that I probably needed 1 more egg compared to the rice cauliflower, the amount of rice cauliflower I had. So you'll see that I'll add another egg. And I had already cooked the rice cauliflower according to package and let it cool enough to be able to handle it, to squeeze it out. So what I ended up doing was putting it in like a tea towel or a cheesecloth, and you just really wring it out to get all as much moisture out as possible. And I just blend up this egg mixture, and then I will be adding the rice cauliflower to this egg mixture. I also add a Fiesta blend cheese. It's typically called for a mozzarella cheese. That's if you're going to do a regular pizza. But we're doing a barbecue chicken pizza, so I recommend like a Fiesta or Colby Jack or cheddar type of shredded cheese. I also added some Parmesan, and I mix it up. And you'll see that the crust dough is not like real dough as far as what we're used to with the flour dough, but it's perfect because it does form into the pan just right. And when you're going to see this, you have to cook the dough, the crust, first for 25 minutes at 400, and that's one step I forgot, which was okay. It was still edible. I cooked it the whole time with the ingredients on top, but to get a better crust, a nice formed crust with a nice crisp to it, you really want to do 25 minutes at 400. So when I prepared the pan, I put parchment paper and sprayed it, and then I put the crust inside and just formed it to the pan and pressed it down myself. And after you cook the crust, you all bring it out and you add your toppings, and I'll show you the toppings that I used. We did a half barbecue, half buffalo chicken sauce. I cut up some green pepper, jalapeno pepper, onions, and then there's my sauces, and I had a roast chicken from the night before that I took apart and just cut up into small pieces. And here, this is where I went bad, and I should have cooked my crust first, but like I said, it was still edible, just not crust formed, wasn't formed, so it was more like somewhat of a casserole. So we did the buffalo sauce on one side, and then we did the barbecue sauce on another side, and my family loved the barbecue sauce, so way more than buffalo sauce. I think it was just too spicy, and I actually ate it the next day, adding some barbecue sauce on top of that, and that made it a lot better and not near as spicy. So yeah, it was pretty good. So this is something I learned from, and as I created the recipe based on a couple other recipes, so I just kind of threw it together myself, and it was a combination of different recipes. So what you see in the beginning of the video is my recipe, and I do recommend the barbecue sauce over the buffalo, but that's up to you. And you'll see that after you're done cooking, you see I add the chicken, and after you're done cooking, and there it is, after you're done cooking the crust and you put the toppings on, you'll put it back into that 400 for 8 minutes, and it's done. Delicious. Bon appetit.